All right, welcome back to Rulebreakers, where we celebrate the ones who shake things up, rewrite the rules, and say whatever the hell they want, especially in music. Today, I got Hayes Warner, an artist who doesn't just sing about life, she owns it. From turning a messy breakup into a viral anthem to battling social anxiety by going all in on social media, she's proved that the best way to get past your fears is to kick the damn door down. We're talking about her no-filter approach to music, her journey to confidence, and yes, why she may or may not have texted her manager about getting a face tattoo. Let's get into it. All right, you guys, we're here with Hayes Warner. Hello. I'm so excited about you being here.
And I'm a fan of yours, so
That's crazy to me.
I know.
So you're a wrestling fan in general, though.
So I am, and also got like more into it because I have been writing for the WWE for intro songs. I went to the one at Madison Square Garden. The
recent one that you went to, or was it?
It was like a year ago.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
And like everything around it. Huge fan.
Yes.
You know? So
I'm gonna have to get her to write an entrance music for me too.
For the podcast.
I would. Oh my god, for the
like
podcast.
The wind. You need to walk in with like wind in your hair.
She's a genius. Yeah. You know what? I might do that.
I'm ready.
So you are People's Magazine emerging artist. I hope I got that right. Oh my gosh, it's like a tongue twister.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's incredible. So how long have you been in the business of
the business of trying?
No, I mean, you obviously right now you're popping off, and I'm really excited for you. Like, we were just watching your music videos, and like you can tell that you freaking love what you do, and you're like, I mean, you even went to, I think it's called The Box in New York. Is that what it's called? Like the famous venue. I know producer Adam over there was very excited about it.
Yeah, The Box is.
But yeah, I'm just really, really excited about you. So tell us how you got into this world.
I grew up in New York, like obsessed from like day one. I was honestly insane about it. Like there's videos of me when I was 2, like forcing people to watch me perform. Like it's just like almost annoying. I knew no one in music. I had no idea like how do you make a song? How do you do it? Mm-hmm. You know, my parents had nothing to do with music and were like, girl, I don't know what you're trying to do.
Were they excited for you, or were they supportive?
There's always like, they're supportive. They're, you know, I love them so much, but there's always like a fear when you're doing something like that, you know, has no security and they know nothing about. And it was definitely seen as like kind of a laugh it off hobby for of life. And I love them so much. And it came from a good place. And it was like everyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just when you don't know what it is. It's
well,
scary.
It's tough to crack too.
Yeah, and honestly, if like I pop out a child and it's like I want to be a singer, I'd be like, no. Honestly,
I would say that about wrestling too.
Yeah, like,
I get it.
Really?
Yeah, no, 100%. When it comes to like, I don't want to make this about me for a second.
No, but that's interesting.
Being a female, and like again, I don't want to make it about being a female or anything like that, but it is about that because in any industry whatsoever, being a female, I feel like is always just very hard. Like we fight to be taken seriously. People look at us more like an object or a sex symbol or whatever, you know, and you know, you have to go through a lot behind the scenes. You really do. You have to scrape and claw your way to get there. And then also with the wrestling side of things, it's very physical. You get hurt. And it's just like, so if I was to have a kid, I'd be like, absolutely no.
That's so funny.
Yeah. What about you with the singing? What is it that makes you worry about if you had a kid?
Like, I don't know that I'm at a place yet where I can decide, you know what I mean? Because like, also the idea of me having a kid at this point, I'm like, this isn't happening.
Yeah,
like I can't even like take care of myself. Like I'm not about to pop one out. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I just think that it's so uncertain. It's really, you know what I mean? There's such high ups where I'm like, this is happening, you know, like this is gonna be amazing. And then all of a sudden, you know, the next week you're like, wait, holy shit, what do I have to look forward to? It's like really high highs, really low lows. You know, it's hard to find direction and figure out what's right to do. Yeah. And also you have to like put yourself out there. Like some of these comments, like things people say, like I can't even imagine.
Bastards, dude.
I mean, they're brutal.
They
online.
are brutal.
Like,
gosh, something that I do is I have to delete it. Because they can be really mean. Again, being a female, you get comments like, you put on too much weight, you lost too much weight, like you wear less makeup, it's not good enough. Like you see the Pam Anderson one and like Millie Bobby Brown. She looks too old. Pam needs more makeup. It's just crazy, again, what women have to go through in show business. Yeah. Along with those things is, I actually read somewhere that you had said that you have like anxiety, like social anxiety. So how do you deal with that?
So when I was really kind of going into wanting to be an artist, and I was like, I really want to do this. I don't know how. And I didn't know anyone in music. I knew I just had to put myself out there. And, you know, TikTok came around when I was in school. And there was just this moment where I was finding myself not posting on YouTube, especially when I was like in middle school, or not posting on TikTok because I was so scared what other people thought. And like people were like, oh, she's so cringe. What is she doing? You know, she's like,
gosh,
and
you do it.
yeah. You know what? You post. But it just, something kind of came over me where I was like, I don't know whether it was like, someone was a little too mean one day, or I don't know what, maybe it's when I started Prozac. like honestly, I'm like, I woke up and I was like, I just want this too bad to like care about what people think of me. And so I make this joke that like, I kind of have to like suppress social, like ignore it and do the complete opposite, like be insane in public, wear like my like ass showing fit on the subway, and I'm like, I don't care, you know what I mean? And it's I kind of fake it, you know, because like deep down, you know, I know people that I know seeing my content when it like I know it's a little bit cringy, or not cringy, but like I know it's putting myself out there. Sometimes, you know, is very anxiety provoking, but like I just want it so bad that it's like worth it, you know?
See, that's inspiring for a lot of people, especially the young men or women that's going to be watching this right now, is like you dealt with a lot when it comes to people on social media and all that kind of stuff, and people not being too kind to you, but you said, fuck it.
Honestly.
I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And like, that's the thing I always say, being, that it kind of coincides with Rulebreaker.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, do I do what everyone is telling me to do?
Yeah.
Do I listen to these motherfuckers? But instead of that, you went and you embraced it.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I like it. That's inspiring. A lot of people would be really...
I feel inspired like talking about it, because like honestly, I posted a video like 2 years ago promoting one of my songs, you know, and it was very early on and didn't really know what I was doing yet. I had a manager, but I wasn't, you know, I was just kind of posting. And one of like the cringiest things that I posted, you know, where I was like the most anxious to post, ended up like going insanely viral and like led me to sign my like first deal. And it just was like, that song was my best performing song. And I always think about that moment of me being like, almost like crying because I didn't want to post it. And everyone was like, you should, this helps promote the song, whatever. And I so don't regret posting it. So it's like, I had this song about an ex of mine that like,
I already love it.
Super, super true story. Like actually fully happened when I was in school. Someone I was with for like years slept with my best friend.
Fucker.
Yeah, no, in school. And it was just like, honestly.
Oh my God.
It was brutal. And I wrote a song about it, obviously, and was so anxious to put the song out because it was like pretty fresh. People around me were like, you know, get over it. You're being, you know what I mean? Yeah. His friends were kind of sending it to him, being like, haha, she's insane.
Oh my God.
You know, like she's, the whole thing. I was so anxious. And one day I was talking to my manager about it, and he was like, honestly, the story behind it is what makes the song so good. Like you should talk about the story. Yeah. And I, you know, kind of explained what happened. And at first I saw, you know, when you see it has a lot of sends, not a lot of likes.
Yeah. People are forward.
So the ratio to like from sends to likes was like, it was aggressive. I was like, I'm taking it down. I was like, I'm going to sleep on it. And I think the sends, honestly, him sending it to his friends, I don't know what that was, or her sending it to her friends is what kind of like boosted the algorithm.
They helped you.
I wake up, that thing has like 10 million views. It got to like, I think it got to like 100 million views on YouTube Shorts. It was just like, it blew up on all platforms. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't care that you sent it. I don't care. And it really changed a lot for me, that song.
Yeah. So, you know what's crazy is like, well, it reminds me a bit like, you know, Taylor Swift, like that's her whole thing is like, she will write a fucking song about you. And no, you're not fucking crazy for doing it. That's like your way to, it's like a therapy in a way, right? For you?
Totally.
Is to write and do all that kind of 100%. Stuff.
100%. I write about what happens to me. And like, it's also, you know, it's at a point where it's like, you know, I don't have, especially 2 years ago, like credibility as a songwriter, but yet I want to be a songwriter. And so it's like putting yourself out there, but also pushing down any insecurity you feel about putting yourself out there. And like, it was a crazy time, but I do not regret that post. And it kind of got me to where I am.
I'm proud of you for doing that. And a lot of people watching this right now, like it takes one post.
Yeah.
That's it. It can take one
It really
post.
can.
And don't be scared. Don't be like, even me now, like when I post on TikTok, I'm like, gosh, I feel a little silly, you know, but like it's worth it because look at you. Look at what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're, you know, hopefully going to be doing a tour this year. And like, I would love to come see you, whatever that may be. But like, I bet they're looking at you fucking sick right now, right? You feel good, don't you?
I feel good talking about that moment because it was like, it actually was a struggle to like know that people were, you know, talking about it. People that I knew, especially like an ex and a friend that cheated.
I can't believe that.
You know, I mean, yeah, I kind of can't either. And
That's
now
awful.
it's so in the past, I don't even think about it. I
You
don't
even
even
remember
care.
that time, you know?
Seriously though. And like, I'm so glad I just was like, this is whatever. And posted.
I know it's like heartbreaking, that moment for you, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a blessing in a
Totally.
weird way. You know what I mean? Like
my God.
something like that's awful. Your best friend, right?
One of my close friends.
One of your close friends, and then your boyfriend, and then all of a sudden they like spark something.
Yeah.
And then
it
it kind of also encouraged you to post, even though you felt weird about posting it.
Yeah,
Damn,
no,
I'm
it
so
did.
proud of you.
It did. It really did.
What goes into like the songwriting process? I have an ex that used to write songs, and he used to do it like he would think of like the melody. I hope I'm saying this right.
No,
you have to teach me like the structure of a song.
It's so not, you know. Everyone does it different.
Everyone does it different. So what's the process for you? Do you also have someone that helps you write, or is this all you?
I mean, when I started, it was totally on me. Like I would just be at the piano. Like I said, I didn't know.
Oh, you play piano?
Yeah, I play piano.
Okay, hang on. Tell me the instruments before we get into this.
So trying to get better at guitar, but I can't abandon the nails.
Oh, I feel you, sister.
So, you know, I just kind of, guitar is in the back.
Yeah.
You know? But,
okay.
No, I play piano. I'm not the best piano player in the world.
Hey, you play better than I can. I don't play it at all. But
I play enough to like make a song.
Sure.
So I would just play piano in my room, sit down, be emo in the dark, and like be like, he hurt me. You know, but as I, you know, kind of started understanding the industry and how you make a song, now I'll like go into a session, sometimes with people you've never met before, like ever, that someone, you know, an A&R sets up, it's like, hey, I think you'd work well with Josh. So I'm like riding a car to go meet Josh, never met him before. And he's like, hey, what kind of song you want to make? He works on a beat and I sit in the back and like write a song while, you know, and at the end of the day, you have a full song. It's so crazy. And it's like kind of like a social experiment.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's not, you know what I mean, the best vibe. And you're like,
for sure.
Here's my drama.
Well, like, this is why I have the crew that I do, because like there's a vibe that's involved with it. And then like you have to connect with somebody and like be comfortable around them. And I can't imagine being in a studio with someone that you're not vibing with. And then you like, do you leave straight away or like what's the deal?
No, it's like you're there to make a song. Like
you have to just sit through it.
But there are people like along in the past 2 years where I'm like, oh, I love that person's vibe. Yeah. And one of my closest friends is now someone that I write with all the time. Like this girl, Eva Honey. She's amazing. Yeah. And we like write a lot.
Well, your music actually reminds me of like early 2000s to me.
Obsessed. Is it? I mean, yes. That's totally.
Okay. I love it.
I loved early 2000s.
Yeah, you know? It just has like a very nostalgic feeling to it, and I'm like, man, she's like, she gets it, right? But then I also saw like, obviously, you did the Gwen Stefani remake, you know?
Yep.
But is that who influenced you to be? Is it Gwen Stefani? You also have like an Avril Lavigne feel to you.
I'm
like you're edgy. You're like an edgy Sabrina Carpenter.
I love
that.
Thank you.
Are those the inspos for you though? Like
totally. I mean, like I grew up obsessed with like, if I'm being completely honest, Flo Rida comes on. I'm out there. Like I love Flo Rida. Kesha.
Oh, I love Kesha too.
You know, just obsessed with 2000s. But like Joan Jett, Blondie, Paramore. I love rock too.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about rock because I love rock.
Well,
I feel like, who in rock do you like? Let's get your taste.
I love Hayley Williams. I'm obsessed with Hayley Williams. She's like number one. Avril, I know she's like pop rock leaning, but I kind of like grew up on that. So like 2000s is where, you know.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne to me is one of the best songwriters of all time because even if you don't like her music, like her songs are so
they're so good,
catchy,
and the melodies
and everything. Do you also like when it comes to writing songs? Do you get, because again, my ex, he would put out a song and then be like, how am I going to top this?
Oh,
like,
totally.
You have so much pressure in your line of work.
So much pressure. And honestly, I even say that without like I've never had like a blow up hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, when something does like well and I've had moments like that, like I said, that viral song that did amazing. I just like go into the studio feeling pressure to like make something even better.
Yeah.
And I realized whenever I feel like that, I cannot make a song. Like shit comes out. So like I have to like cleanse and go in like weeks later when I'm like not doing anything else.
Gosh.
The pressure is heinous.
I think what you do is amazing, but I don't think I would have the ability or strength to go through what you have to deal with.
No,
like with like
won.
writing music.
You totally won.
Oh,
You're such a
no.
badass, please.
Oh my gosh.
Next year after your book, you're gonna be like pop singles.
Hey sister, we're gonna
Pop
be on
singles
song.
coming out. Yeah.
No, you know why though? It's because one of my biggest phobias is singing.
No.
Yes.
Honestly, what about rap?
No, I can't do any kind of
like a badass little background dance.
No, sorry. I mean, I'll be in the background of your music video.
No,
like,
honestly,
but
like the back. Yeah,
it's one of my biggest phobias.
That's funny.
Like, and again,
I don't
like,
know if I could not wrestle. So that is, I mean,
would you give it a try?
If you were like, I'll teach you 100%, please.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. But I definitely want you to write my entrance music at least.
I would be honored. Of course, we're doing it for the podcast and the re-entrance.
Yeah, hell yeah. So let's talk about what you have coming up.
I have my next single, April 4th.
Yes.
Very soon. It's called Threw Me Away. And then I have my first, like my debut project coming out in the summer.
Oh,
So
we can't know what that is. Yes, it's a surprise.
That's in June, July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about what this new song is about.
So this new song, honestly, like speaking of releasing things and not, thinking too much about the social anxiety of it, I released a song in January called O, which was a song.
Is that the one in the
Yes,
box?
The box.
Yeah.
We filmed at the box. It was amazing. I'm so grateful for that song. That song, the hook is like faking an orgasm. Like honestly, that is the song. And more than that, it's like a song where I kind of just like am sarcastic and making fun of these heinous dates that I went on, like actual dates with actual people.
Oh,
and
we're
like
gonna dive into that.
The
Hang
music
on.
video in the box, I like thought of specific dates that I had been on, and I asked fans to like tell me about terrible dates that they'd been on. I bucketed it together and I like kind of called out specific men and like went on a date with terrible men. Anyway, posting that gave me some anxiety because I was like, here we are really calling people out and talking about faking an orgasm. But so Threw Me Away is a song that I wrote in response to that, about kind of how like a more why do I do that situation?
Yeah.
Like, why do women feel like they have to do that? Why do women like feel like they have to change, or please people or, do something, that they're not? So Threw Me Away is like my response to O.
Oh, that's
a little
awesome.
narrative moment.
I would ask you like what you would say to those women outside of this song that feel like they have to be someone they're not.
I think that honestly, and I'm sure you like have dealt with this, but so many people tell you what you should do. And like sometimes it's people where you feel like you should follow their advice because maybe they're like an executive or they've like had a lot of success or like, whatever it is, and you feel like you have to listen to them.
Sure.
And I think that my gut has always been right about like who am I and what I actually want to do.
Yeah.
And it kind of got to a point where I'm still learning this because, like someone important tells me I should be dressing in some way or singing some kind of song. Sometimes I find myself believing it, but like really trust your gut and do what feels good because,
that's good.
That's my advice.
That's great advice because I always say like being yourself is the success, right? Like I remember I was trying to get into WWE and I tried to be so divas back then, they were like blonde, tan, like sexy. So I lightened my hair. I took out my piercings. I got a tan. I was wearing color, right? And they saw right through it. Yeah, they saw right through it because they were just like, I don't know what's going on here, but like, we're not going to sign you, like.
Really?
Yeah, so they said, come back. in like 6 months, they were like, just something's off, right? And I was like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So then I did come back 6 months later, and I was pale, and I had my piercings. I was a grungy little emo, you know, like, you know, the side flute, everything.
Of course.
And they loved it. But I didn't look like the rest of these girls. And it gets quite uncomfortable.
Well, then it made you also stand out.
Stand out,
you know?
yeah. But it gets like, it gets uncomfortable, and it's kind of like you have a lot of pressure to conform.
Yeah.
With like what you think is like the normal, right? And then you do have executives. That was like a trainer that I had that was like, Saraya, you need to be wearing color. You need to be doing this. You don't look like a diva. You look like this. And gosh, she used to piss me off so fucking bad.
Like, would you listen and like?
So yeah, there's this one story where it was like they would bring us up on the road so we can be at Aurora SmackDown, and he was like, Saraya, make sure you wear color, or Paige is what they called me. But I was like, okay, so like I like try to dress up a little bit.
Yeah, and you don't have color in your closet because you're like, I don't like color.
No, I had like a blue skirt. I was like, gosh.
Yeah.
And so like I put that on, and I felt like I did a good job, right? And my trainer at the time was just like, okay, like this. And then we all go to the show, and then we get back, and everyone's standing around, and he was just like, I just want to point out this person. They went above and beyond exactly what I asked for. They killed it. They looked the part, and da-da-da-da. And I was just like, oh my God, he's going to say me.
Yeah.
And then he said, Summer Rae. And I was like, oh. So then I was just like, fuck this guy.
Literally.
Like, he's trying to make me change, and then he doesn't give me like the props.
Credit.
For credit for doing it. And I was like, fuck this. I'm going to be myself. I think it's just so fucking important to do that.
Totally.
And it makes me so happy for you that you do it. Do you have any like a story like that maybe someone tried to say like what you're wearing right now isn't good enough?
God,
or
all the time.
All the time. I think there's a lot of pressure in the music industry too.
It really is. Yeah. And it's also like, you know, when you're developing as an artist and you're kind of trying to find yourself and find your sound, like you want to be comfortable to experiment and try different things. And like, this is every time I release a song, or every time I have like some sort of creative, you know, I have people, especially in the beginning, like people around me that I wasn't, you know, really understood my vision or knew me would say, hey, you have to be, you know, a little more girly and wear exactly what you were saying.
Gosh,
I had someone tell me to wear a pink bow. I mean, I'm like literally being honest. I was like, I'm not like young JoJo Siwa. Like
that's
they
weird.
Were, like, in my dark song, like which like dark, you know what I mean? Like that I don't wear color either. She was like, wear pink Doc Martens, a pink bow, and you know that's what's gonna get a younger audience for you. And I was like, what? It was so. But I didn't listen. I really didn't listen.
Good for you.
Also, didn't have any colors, so I was like, no, like, this is just not. I'm not going shopping for you.
Yeah. You're like, you pay for the clothes, bastards. Yeah.
Or another time, like, you know, I had a song that was like, I wanted to feel kind of like cunty, and I was like, sorry, I can't say that. I wanted to, and this song made me feel that way, and I dressed like kind of sexy, like, you know, I had my ass out. This is more recently, and then I had tons of people, especially men, like older men, tell me that it was too sexy, and like, you're too sexy, too sexual, this and that.
Oh, come on.
And I was like, you can't win.
You can't win.
You can't win.
Yes.
And I think that last time, like that saying I'm too sexual was just like, I was like, fuck everyone. Like, no one knows what's right. And then I bet the second that like you are who you are, everyone's like, I knew it. Like
exactly. I created this.
Like exactly. The guy that told you to wear color is like, that was mine. Like, I directed her.
It's always a man too. I don't want to sound sexist over there.
No,
Adam,
literally.
What are you about to say?
Well, I was going to ask, how do you address that in the moment when people are giving you that directive?
I think it's hard because like in all honesty, I'm at a place where like I'm not Madonna. So, or you know what I mean? I'm not Ariana Grande. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still building, and like I want it so bad. So when someone that's important tells you something, you know, I do take, you know, criticism and I do take feedback, but I'm like, now that I'm a few years into it and I've seen what works, and I feel like I like personally know my fans and people that follow me. I feel more comfortable to like kindly push back, you know what I mean, and say something like, I see what you mean, but I actually think it performed pretty well because, you know, and back it up with feedback. Like this post got, you know, most likes I've ever gotten, or, you know, this song streamed amazing, or I feel like I'm growing into the confidence, and I hope like in 2 years I can be like, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about. Like,
I love
you
that.
try it. I'm getting there. I feel it growing.
Yeah. And like going for all that, you have to figure out ways to like really stand out too.
Yeah.
So is there like, I know people usually have like their shtick or whatever, but like it's hard, right? When
It's
you're trying
so
to find
hard.
your thing, like, you know.
Oh my God. It's so hard.
What would your thing be if people like wanted to search you up? Like,
honestly, and it goes with, I mean, not to go on a tangent, but like social media, like view counts, you want people to like see your video and yada, yada, yada. So like I had been on searching for like, how do I grab people's attention? And how do I do this? And the second I was kind of like, fuck it, I'm going to just like post. I love my fake orgasm song. I'm going to post about it and I'm going to talk about it. Like my views went up so much. My followers went up so much. And like kind of like sarcastic, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like just saying what I want to say. And I think in my lyrics, it really, it's showing through. Now that I'm comfortable with it, you know?
Dude, and you're so good with your fans too. Like we see like you're very interactive with them, like, and they love that. And that's also the one of the keys to success too, is like your fans want to know you. They want to be like close to you. I know there's obviously a line, but like you are really, really great with them. Is that something that someone told you to be, or is it just natural to you? Like I love talking to my fans. I'll try and speak to them as much as possible. You know?
And those are like my favorite people, like as a fan of other people, the people that are kind to their fans and like reach out and make an effort are like my favorite people.
Because you're in like Discord and everything,
right?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say,
all the fans find you.
Literally know. I mean, I'm on Discord. I'm on Instagram. I'm on. You know, I answer every DM. I'm on.
Wow.
No, I really do. Like,
okay.
It's when like I said, when I started, I knew nothing about the music industry, but I was posting online, and so I'd have people just DM me like, "Hey, this song that you posted, this happened to me," and like I would say I know like almost every single person that like consistently follows me comes to my shows, where they're from, who their mom is. Like I go and I have Zoom parties like once a month with people.
Really?
I know like personally know people that have followed me for years.
I didn't realize that went that deep. I know you were interacted with them because there's so many different forms of like connections, but like that's really kind.
I'm like, girl, how's the breakup? Like I really
but you know
locked
what?
in.
That will help you so much though, because people are like, you care about your friends. You know, you really do.
I'm fascinated by this because
Yeah.
we obviously have this major shift in entertainment industry and music as well. And music is generally a few years ahead of where the rest of entertainment is.
Yeah.
You're part of this creator economy. You're part of that movement and what's happening. And this investment that we're seeing in fans, it's powerful. It's more unique. And I want to hear you speak to that a little bit more and how that is atypical from what my generation or previous generations would have done. And
I think what's so awesome is like years ago, it was very gate kept. And I think that's also why I never understood how the industry worked. Like everything was very gate kept. Superstars were, you know, run by major labels and things were very thought out. And it was kind of like mysterious, like in a cool way. Like as a fan,
Kind of unattainable.
Really mysterious. And I think like obviously social media like really allows people to like connect and reach out. And so it's usually not like major label artists, or sometimes it is, of course, and I'm a huge fan of a lot of them, that blow up, you know, because like they can post whatever they want. No one's telling you when you can or can't post something, when it's time to release a song, how you're going to promote a song. And so people become like, I fall in love with artists now because like I feel like I can know them, and like I feel like, you know, I understand their humor. I know where they're from. Like I feel like I know them. And so like I think it's just awesome. Obviously there's downsides to social media. Like you were laughing. I was laughing at your reel that was like, take number 10 of the day, like doing another trend.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I think like there's a lot of downsides to social media and music, but from a good point, it's not like gate kept anymore. And anyone can do it.
Social media is like your business card these days.
Yeah.
Like you have to have it. You do. It's like super important.
Yeah.
And like, do you, with the downside of social media, obviously you get some crazy fans.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
somewhat. Did you ever have like an experience where?
I mean, of course, like, you know, there's of course, sus DMs and like, you know, you'll see someone kind of sus will come to a show or whatever, but on the that's more easily manageable. Sure. And the hate comments, like that is. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I remember, like I read something about my nose, and I've never even like thought about my nose. And
what's wrong with it?
I don't know.
You have such a cute button nose. It's like the perfect nose.
It led me on like a crazy like spiral about my nose, and because there was a lot of likes on the comment too, and it was like if she just did this, it's just I don't even know or care, but like. There's that downside, of course, but like it does help you find and meet people. And when I went on tour this year, like I met so many people that I'd seen commenting on my posts or DM'd me. So yeah, I don't know if that really like answers it, but
it does. I mean, I'm also curious to know, would you ever consider a collaboration with one of your fans?
Oh, of course. like a little like a singing collab
or writing or whatever.
Do you want to do a little
rap? Be in a music video?
Are you like? No. Are you trying to?
Yeah, I'm trying to get on
wait,
now.
So I'm actually. You want to spit some bars on a?
I have nothing.
Oh well, yeah. I think he just wants to be in a music video.
Yeah, honestly. The box next time.
Definitely. Let's go back to the songs though for a second. Yeah. What's your karaoke song?
Oh
Since You've Been Gone.
Oh,
you want to scream?
Yeah.
Scream out. Okay. Why? What's yours? Are you pulling it up? Oh God.
No, I'm not pulling it up.
God, I was like, actually, it's not.
Wyclef Jean, Staying Alive.
Is there a clip of you singing Since You've Been Gone from karaoke?
Oh hell no. I'm usually like drunk. Like I won't.
I used to do it the same way. I used to drunk karaoke, and I would sing Amy Winehouse. Joey was there.
Joey.
I used to sing Amy Winehouse.
So it's your phobia. You'd be like.
No, but I would have to drink to do it. But if you get me sober in a fucking studio, I'm like petrified. Like I did just a little tiny verse on my ex's song.
Oh my God, yeah, because you dated a musician.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. So like he got me in the studio and he's like, listen, I need you to do like extra British and say these couple of lines. And I was physically shaking, dude. I was sweating.
That's
was like,
so funny on the mic.
Yeah, it's just terrifying. Like I don't know how, I mean, obviously that's your world.
Do what you know.
Do you have any phobias that's going to make me feel bad?
No.
It's not such a wuss.
I have like irrational phobias. Like I don't like the dark.
Really? So you sleep with the light on?
I sleep with the whole lights on.
The whole light?
No, honestly, it's kind of chaotic.
In your face?
I would sleep like this. I'd rather sleep like this. I have usually like my lamp on, but it's like bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually that's a real phobia of mine. I'm afraid of the dark.
Where does that come from?
CSI.
CSI.
No. CSI, I think it's season 3, like episode 3.
Season 3. She's got a specific answer.
Squeagle. CSI Miami. Squeagle. He has this latex suit, and he runs like a horse.
Yeah.
And basically like went around murdering people, but like the way that they filmed this episode, it was like a shitty like filmed episode, but it affected me, and now I see Squeagle. I see Squeagle in the dark. Wow. Another phobia. Humans that run like animals, okay? I don't know. It's a whole online thing.
That's so good.
It's specific, and Squeagle started that for me.
So you just imagine someone running towards you.
Just some visual, like, people that like just run like
creepy.
That.
What's the scariest animal?
I'd say like a horse. Okay. That gallop.
I love horses so much.
I love horses too, but like don't gallop. You know? Like I don't want to see.
Move.
I don't want to see you gallop.
I will gallop into the next question. But I wanted to know if like any time that you Rulebreakers. Did it ever backfire on you at all? Like
100%. And I think that kind of comes with like the pressure that we were like talking about is like people will give advice and sometimes I'll be like, no, I think this song is better than that song. I want to release this song and it won't do great. And then it feels like it's my fault. You know what I mean? I'm like, I trusted my gut and my gut was wrong. And then, I end up like questioning myself for the next one. Yeah. And questioning what kind of sound I should be making. Another time is like I went to school for music, which was amazing. And I'm like really so glad I went to school, but I just like really wanted to be a performer and I wanted to go right out of high school and perform. And I'm so grateful for having gone to school and I learned so much and I met so many amazing people. I went because I felt like pressure from people to like have a plan B and to, doing music isn't attainable. It's not a career. Or, like you shouldn't try it.
Isn't me off when they say stuff like that
too. It really like that is kind of what pushed me. And like while I was there, like I felt really lost. Like I was even doing music, but I wasn't able to like pursue it. And I think my way to kind of get out of that and focus on what I wanted to do was posting online. But like my gut told me like it was time to commit and really do it. And I just felt like I needed a plan B. So you know, that's where I...
You're really inspiring. And I'm not just saying that to blow smoke up your ass or anything. No, I truly think you're fucking absolutely killing it. And the way you're going about your career is incredible. Who would you want to collab with?
I grew up obsessed with Kesha. You know, I just think she's such a badass and like, you know, just incredible. Her, I mean, Joan Jett would just be so cool. It would be so... Hayley Williams is
you would be great with Hayley Williams.
Hayley Williams. That's it.
And would you stay, like, what would you say your genre of music is? Like,
I would say like pop rock.
Yes.
Is where
so it's like a little alternative, but it has like kind of like Avril in a way. But you're very edgy with your pop music, and I love it because it makes me want to listen to it. I do like pop music, but I like to tend to lean on the side of like more of like alternative, like all that. So I love that you kind of dabble in that side.
Yeah.
So would you want to stay in that genre? Would you try something else? Would you rap? Would you scream? Would you like, what would you do?
I mean, it's so interesting because like you go into sessions like this week, I'm in LA for sessions, and you go into sessions and you can kind of do whatever you want. So, I mean, I'm slowly I love pop music. I grew up on 2000s pop. But like, I also love rock music, and I've been kind of dabbling in, like, I love Evanescence. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just slowly, I think the sound, there's no like box that you have to stay in.
Right.
And I'm like developing what I want.
I would love to see you do like something with Hayley Williams or Amy Lee from Evanescence. I feel like you'd be really good collab. And it's just nice to see because like, again, you see pop and like just the genre bending that you can do with it. So I feel like having a pop song with some freaking rock and roll, dude, like someone edgy like Amy Williams, that'd be so cool. But I don't know why people don't collab with her more often, actually. I think she's one of the best singers.
She's the best singer of all time. And then on stage, she's like running around, like sweating, like back and forth, belting out.
She's wild.
She's amazing.
She's wild. Let's go into segments, all right? So you guys are going to be familiar with this already, but our wonderful friend here said that she'll do 2 segments.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see, all right? So she's edgy. She don't give a fuck. We love that about her. You've kind of like proved that during this interview, just how fucking rock and roll you are. So
I'm ready.
What we're going to do is we're going to do text roulette first.
Yeah.
Text roulette. Are you ready, you guys? All right. So what do we got, Joey? Who's she texting?
I think with you just becoming this massive emerging artist, I think the most pressure would probably sit on your manager.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I do send a lot of like SOS texts to him. So
I bet you give him a heart attack, dude.
Okay,
right.
I'm curious. What are we?
Joey?
How are we panicking him?
Okay.
What is she saying to her manager?
Hey, exclamation point.
Okay.
You're not going to believe this, ...
Okay.
I actually ended up getting a small face tattoo.
She's like,
During the podcast.
Do you want me to write it in a way that like I would?
Yeah.
Because he'll read through this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it on Siri. Fuck, ... I'm so upset. I don't know what to do. ... I'm gonna say the podcast producer.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're in trouble this one.
Hired a facial tattoo artist to come to the studio, and they want me to do a facial tattoo for one of their series, period. They really think it'll go viral, period. They said super small and on my cheek, but like I'm really worried about getting it removed. And also with the show this weekend, like I don't know if enough makeup will cover it up, period. I don't know what to do. Can you call me, ?
That was good. Oh my gosh.
While we're waiting for responses,
Okay.
we could go into bugs.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm ready.
So they're going to be
I'm
quizzing
down.
us.
Okay.
I don't know the answers to these.
Okay.
So if we get it wrong, we eat bugs.
Okay.
Whatever.
Are these like who is the 5th president? Or
I'm not going to know anything about like presidential history. So
Okay,
if that
yeah.
comes up,
We're eating bugs.
yeah, we're eating bugs.
Okay.
So awkward. Okay. So just so everyone knows what we have, we have.
Year 1980.
Okay. Oh, can I choose
waiting.
cricket for the
You
first
can,
one?
you can have, yes, crickets are easy and they're tiny. Look.
Okay. Oh, that's yeah.
So if you get the answer wrong,
Yes.
you're eating bugs.
We're
I'm
eating
getting
bugs.
a call. I'm getting a call from my manager.
amazing.
Should I answer
Speaker.
it?
You're not doing a facial tattoo.
Wait, I don't know what to do though. They were like, the facial artist is here, and they say that Maggie said that I was okay to do it, and they hired a facial tattoo artist.
It's a real tattoo?
Yes.
No, you're not doing it. I'll call Maggie right now.
No, but
Hold on.
wait, hear me out. It's not huge. It's like a star.
You're not doing it.
The tattoo artist is here, and they're so nice, and I don't want to
I'm calling Maggie right now. Hang on.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's for the podcast. It's a joke. It's a joke. Are you there?
Did he put the part?
You asshole. you fucking asshole. Like, I'm in the shower. I got your message out of the fucking shower.
We're doing a series now where I have to eat.
It's just bug trivia. Yeah.
What should I?
Well, that you can do.
All right. So we're going to start doing bug trivia, you guys. Pretty much is if she gets the right question wrong, same with me. We eat bugs. I don't know the answers to this question. Our friend Raquel, who also ate bugs and terrified of them, she was crying her eyes out. It's just 10 questions, and if we're both on this...
10 crickets?
10 questions.
All right.
Yep.
That's right, baby. All right.
First question.
Okay.
Bringing their total Grammy wins to 22, which artist won Record of the Year at the 2025 Grammys?
I know. Can I say it?
Wait, no, hang on. You say it first. Yeah, actually, you say it first.
Yeah, Beyonce.
Can I say Taylor Swift?
Different.
Would you guys like a hint?
No.
No hints?
No hints.
No hints.
Okay.
We're just, I'm fucking raw
So
dogging
this
this
is
shit.
record of the year?
I'm
like
saying
sweating.
Taylor Swift. That's my final answer.
No, Beyonce won album of the year. Record of the year, it was Kendrick Lamar.
Hayes gets a pass. Saraya, eat your crickets.
Taking a little cricket, you guys. Oop, down the hatch. Oh, gosh.
Is it
looks
crunchy?
like mouse poop.
Get some ASMR
Okay, it's
in there.
crunchy.
It's crunchy.
Closer to the mic. Let's hear it.
Actually, these aren't too
crazy.
bad. I'm not mad at these. I'm like, what seasoning did you put on these things? Anyway. All right.
Oh no.
Go on then.
I'm
Oh,
like,
there's a
I'm
little
getting these
aftertaste.
right.
In June of 2024, Benson Boone opened for which major artist during their tour at London's Wembley Stadium?
You already know this, don't you? Fuck.
You might get it.
Wait, he opened for somebody
Yeah.
Yes.
in England
Yes.
Yeah.
at Wembley?
You'll get it, I think.
Now I have a lot of pressure. I'm like, do I go with a British artist or do I say... I'm
You'll
just
get
going to
it.
keep saying Taylor Swift.
Yes!
Yeah!
I knew you'd get it. I knew it. I'm
All
like,
these
I was-
music questions is
Yeah,
so
I love
fucked
this.
up.
Keep going.
Oh my God.
No, they whip out the WWE. I have a little facts. I know a little.
I bet you do.
Like a little.
Which actor portrays the wonderful Wizard of Oz in the 2024 Wicked film?
Oh my God, I know what he looks like. I don't know his
Yeah.
name. It's like,
Even I've had a brain fart with his...
Could you show me like 3 pictures and I can point to which one?
This isn't a lineup. No.
I'll say that I don't watch a lot. Like, I'm not a huge movie person.
Grab that cricket.
Really? Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's okay. Honestly, like, I'm ready to
Yeah.
have a cricket.
All right.
What's his
Jeff
name? I hate
Goldblum.
him.
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Get out.
Okay, will you get it out? I don't want to put my hand in there. Oh my God. I feel its legs. I feel its legs.
All right, put your hand out.
Oh my God. That one's crazy. It has a wing.
Okay, you want a smaller one?
I can't. I can't. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never eaten this before.
No, well, I wouldn't. There you go. There you go. We'll give you
That tastes like it's been flying around in the dirt. I taste
We'll give
where
you
it's
an
been.
Uncrustable after this.
Okay.
Okay, it's my
That
turn.
was.
That was amazing.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
For Saraya, who went viral for making a surprise appearance at their own lookalike contest in New York City?
Timothy Chalamet. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Okay.
After a hiatus due to health issues, who made a triumphant return by performing at the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics, captivating
Celine
audiences
Dion.
worldwide? That is correct.
She couldn't even give me a little bit that's not musical related.
That's good. You got it.
Back to Saraya.
Go on then.
Which royal family member was at the center of a 2024 Photoshop controversy that sparked widespread social media debates?
Kate Middleton?
That is correct.
Hey!
I knew it. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that's my peoples.
Yeah.
Who plays Wolverine in the X-Men and Deadpool
Not
movies?
I know
another
this one.
actor.
I actually know this one. Okay.
know
Did
what
you
he
watch The
looks
Greatest
like.
Showman?
I know
Yeah.
who he is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I almost said Lance Bass.
We'll give her a hint just because I don't want to have to eat up a bug. Give her a little hint.
No, I know what he looks like. I know what he's been in.
Give him-
It's gonna
give
come
her
to
the
me. And
beginning.
he's dating that girl on Broadway.
It begins with the H.
H.
Yeah.
And ends with a Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
There we
Come
go.
on.
Fuck's sake.
That was you guys saw me eating the cricket.
Yeah, we felt bad. We felt bad.
I mean, like, I'm down, but I feel it crawling.
oh, I'm
me.
sorry, babe.
No, it's good.
Which HBO Max series featuring Pedro Pascal and based on a popular video game?
Last of Us.
Nailed
That's
it.
good.
Yes. I like
Not
it.
another actor.
In the Apple TV Plus series Severance, what is the name of the company where employees undergo a procedure that would separate their work and personal lives?
It's like the innie and the outie.
This
like,
is a multiple choice.
Oh.
okay.
A, Work Life Solutions. B, SevCorp. C, Lumen Industries. Or D, Omnicorp.
Omnicorp?
Is that your final answer?
Fuck it. I'll just eat another cricket.
C, Lumen Industries.
This one's good.
Okay, there's no wing. There's no wing. There's no wing. I hate its head. I hate its head. I'm not even.
You want me to count you down? All right,
Okay.
3, 2. Oh, babe.
Period.
There you go.
This is the last
Oh, there we go.
question.
Yeah, but
Easy.
I feel it in my mouth.
Which artist competed
Oh.
on the reality TV show Redneck Island before becoming a country music star?
You're kidding.
It's a multiple choice.
Okay.
I know this one. Wait, go on then.
A, Luke Combs. B, Riley Green. C, Kane Brown. Or D, Chris Lane.
I know the answer to this one.
Fuck. B.
B.
Final answers.
Yeah.
B.
Are you sure?
I think when you say that,
Yes.
it's because we got it right.
Positive?
I see it
Yeah.
in your eye.
That's correct.
Yay! We did it!
Buying crickets.
I just want to say a big bloody thank you. You're amazing.
Thank
it was so
you.
easy to
You're
talk to you. I can't
amazing.
believe you did 2 segments. You're
I'm
an animal.
down.
I mean, keep doing what you're fucking
I'm
doing,
running
babe.
animal.
Yeah, you're like
on the ground.
What-
I'm a
Fucking
galloping
animal,
horse.
yeah.
I was going to say, what is your running animal?
Okay, I'm not saying a horse. One day I want to be like, I'm a lion, but I'm
There
not
you
a
go.
lion.
You got it.
We're trying.
That's in there. It's in there.
We're finding it. You know, now I feel like I'm probably like parrot type situation.
Oh, I have a parrot.
Ooh.
I know.
Yeah, there we
know.
go. Okay, so can you tell us like what stuff that you have coming up that people have to look out for and your social medias?
I have just released my single, Threw Me Away.
Yes.
It's the 4th single off my EP. which-
Amazing.
First EP, very excited about. And I have my EP coming out this summer. I'm gonna be going on tour in a few months, and it's gonna be my first headline tour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
Max,
yeah.
you want to come out? I'm a special guest.
I would
Thank
love to.
you.
Oh,
Oh
we're
my
going to be
God.
there. We'll be there front row, babe. I'll be on the
Please,
rail.
I'm like, get up.
Thank you so much for
so
coming on, babe. We look forward to seeing what you do. You're just already breaking through the fucking glass ceiling, so I'm
Thank
excited for you, babe.
And I ate a cricket. I did.
All right, that's a wrap on this episode of Rulebreakers. And damn, what a ride. Huge shout out to Hayes Warner for keeping it real, breaking all the rules, and proving that sometimes the best way to handle life's chaos is to turn it into a banger. If you love this convo, make sure to follow Rulebreakers wherever you get your podcasts and hit us up on socials, Rulebreakers Pod. And hey, maybe text your manager about a face tattoo just to see what happens. See you next time.